We now return to Let's Play the Banner Saga. This morning, says Ivor, I saw him. Bellower's here. I think it won't be long now. Evand leans silently on his staff nearby. One of your clansmen comes to you out of breath. Rook, he says, things are real bad. Look, there's nothing you can do at this point, but a lot of the caravan has been robbed, killed, just disappeared. Those of us left are going to split up and hide where we want. Wanted you to know, in case we somehow pull through this. He runs off, clearly distressed. You grimace, wondering if this could have played out any other way. I don't think it could have, because this happened the last time I did this. I think this is destined to happen. So fuck it. You consider what you want to do now. Just go ahead and keep defending the walls. I'll be honest with you, Ivor says. There's too many of them. We're just delaying the inevitable at this point. You catch his eye. Still, gotta try, you say. And build up renown. Okay, everyone's healthy and ready to go. Okay. Now let me see. If I bring him over there, I can do like that. Still gonna be out of the way. Well, fuck. On the other hand, I could have him go that way, and we could wait out a turn, and make them come to me. Let's do that instead. Really no point in doing this, but whatever. Okay, still out of the way. This might be a bad idea. All of these guys are melee, so they're a lot tougher. We'll wait, though. Let me see. Who's next? This guy's next. Wait a minute, what? I could go over here. Boy, that would really get him, wouldn't it? I could lower him down so much and then just take him out with Gunnulf. Surround this guy. It would take up a very important point, though. I'm not sure. It might just be better to weaken this guy with his 16. Actually, let's, nope, can't move him further. Okay. I think I will just have him hang back. Although, what's the next guy? Way out here. Okay, well this guy would get to go. If I moved him closer, I could at least take him out. It might be better to just tackle this guy and help out there instead. I don't have a choice. Well, that 13 is going to be kind of hard to overcome, I suppose. So we can at least help there. These guys will be easier to clean up, I feel. Let's just go ahead and come over to the side here. Even though he's got 2, he can only do 1 extra. What is his problem? What is he suffering from? I guess because he's only got the 1 willpower, that would be why. If I get here, that sort of blocks nobody. Going here, well, at least if I'm close, maybe that'll get aggro. I could also punch him back. That might have been a smarter move, because then it would have locked him away. This is going to probably pull aggro from that guy. But it will also add defense, so... Oh, he's going the other way. Okay. Overcoming that 13 is going to be hard. It might be better just to spend the extra point coming over here and seeing what I can do to that guy. On the other hand, I might be able, if I weaken his shields a bit. No. Only weakens it by 3 though. Whereas I might get lucky with a bloody flail. Should have known better than that. The only thing I'm worried about this guy, though, is that he might use his ability. So I'd rather not have that happen. We're keeping everyone intact so far. I'd like to keep that up. There you go, okay. We could actually keep him out of the way. But if I was going to move Ivor around... Well, see, he's got the next move, though. So if I move him just up here... If I move over here... then at least Ivor's getting sort of in the way. And he also might, yep, he gets that bonus. Well, let's have him run up here. And what can he do? Just the 1. Alright, we'll use... Oh, we can't use the... Okay. Do that. Alright. Let's see who's next. That guy. That would not be enough. Although he does have some in reserve. He would have 2 after this. So... Okay. Gonna have to do something about that. Who is next? The big guy is next. After him would be that guy, who has 4, and I could kill him. Maybe I should work on the 9 here, though, because he has a go right after that other one. Avon could get a shot, a diagonal shot there. Yeah, so let's focus on this guy instead. Oh, what the fuck? That was the wrong one! That is not the one I wanted. Oh, fuck. Well, I can't get to him. Might be able to get there if I use a point. But he's gonna be... Oh, god damn it. That really fucking infuriates me. No. That went really well. Look at that. Ivor, you begin. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. He grunts something unintelligible. The weight of the situation is crushing. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns, it occurs to you. Avon appears at your side just as a long caravan of people come into view, Dredge turning to attack them. Who is that, you ask? It can't be, says Avon. He runs toward the gate, shouting, "You see their banner? It's Hakan!" As you wonder how they got here, the gates are heaved open and you charge onto the field, clearing a path through Dredge. Okay, I guess we'll do the same thing again. Well, this should just be a beatdown. This should just be a massacre. Okay. Can handle that. Let's have you go over here. I think I'll have you come over here for support. In fact, everyone will come support. Although maybe I should have, because then I could come in from an attack that way. Alright, we'll try the same formation as last time. That seemed to work out okay. Now, who is first? Apparently that one. Won't be able to get to him. This one is next, so I could beat that down. Would I ever be able to get over to the other one? No, it doesn't look like it. Wait a minute. If I pull myself over here, Ivor could move a little bit closer, which could drag everyone this way and wait that one out just a bit. So maybe I'll do that instead. Oh, run right into him. Good job. You're free to do that. They are going to hurt Ivor quite a lot, though. Shit. So even if I do run up there, he would still be in range. I think I'll have him sit over here to provide the bonus. I have to come to his aid really quickly. Okay, I could move there and still be out of range. I would be in range of no one else, though. So I guess we'll just be up there for the heck of it. Alright. This is kind of putting him in danger here. Damn, they're out of the way. Well, instead, we'll use the mend. Now, wait a minute. Ivor has total okay. So, restores armor half of his current willpower. So I only need to use the 1 point, because there's no other reason to use it. To waste anymore. I think he's gonna go down. Who's the next guy? That one. Ivor could come to his rescue, but we could really focus on that guy. I think I'll just come back here. That puts him in range of him. But if I got him all the way up here, I could have Gunnulf come in that way. Ivor would be able to sneak around. Well, he'll still be able to get to him. In the end, anyway. So, he can do 3 points if I use those. Or I can just use 1 to flail it. I was really hoping he'd go after the armor, but that helps too. Alright, I'll bring him up here. Wait a minute. No, he's too far away from that one. Again, he could only do 3. We might want that, though. I mean, to guarantee that I bring it down enough that I can hit him, because otherwise, Rook won't be able to take him. I'd have to send him out off after one of those, which might be a better idea, although he gets the next attack after this group here. So, oh, wait a minute. Who the hell am I clicked on right now? For some reason it was showing me all of that. If I weaken that armor... But see, the thing is, he might just get him close to killing him by using the bloody flail. Or not. Maybe I should just use Rook to weaken him in the next round, because he's gonna kill somebody. Or I could mark Prey and then get these guys to attack. He wouldn't do anything, and he wouldn't do anything either, because even if I just did attack his armor, that wouldn't be enough. So, never mind. We can, however, come out here and punish this bastard. Very close to killing, but not quite there. Hang in there, Mogan. Or Hogan, whoever the hell you are. It's too bad he can't actually heal. Like, he's a mender, and he heals Ivor, sort of, but during combat, he can't actually heal characters. He just does the armor thing, which is kind of infuriating. Actually, I could probably kill this guy right now with my 4 lightning blast. That would mean that Gunnulf has nothing. This guy will get an attack. If those go off, that's gonna, well, it's gonna kill Mogan, but it's also gonna kill this one. So maybe I should just focus on attacking that one. I can leave a path for Gunnulf. Getting here. Wait a minute. Gunnulf, I have to use a point to get up there. Okay. Bullshit! He was right next door to him. Well, fine then. No, give me the option to move again. This was a better choice. Okay, can I do any damage whatsoever? Not really. I can lower the shield on it though, so let's do that. Oh, just for shits and giggles, let's move up there and use my special ability. You bastard. Of course, I could have gotten Rook a kill, but whatever. Juno? I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Eyvind. She smiles and they embrace. Eyvind is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Sigerholm. I ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore. They're everywhere. We've noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Hakan becomes quiet, then he motions toward Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Gods be damned. I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. Hakon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Boersgard. Hakon joins you on the wall with his personal bodyguard, Moger. Behind him, the prince, Ludin, stands alone, looking miserable. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Eyvind. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Eyvind's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses, and something shifts in your vision for just a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing toward an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. We're at the Godstone of Stravs. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay, you can speak, softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. Who are you? I wish we'd had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I am on the Mender Council. You've met Eyvind, my apprentice. How are you doing these things? Controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You were right. Menders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's first creations. We are called Valka. I believe I am the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them, though even some Valka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sundar anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sundar simply grow older and more powerful. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know this stone exists, even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Boersgard. While Dangler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequence. Two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Stravs is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stravs have something to do with that serpent in Einartoft? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the Mender libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Avind or Hakan? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Avind must keep Boersgard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived at Boersgard. You were the only one I knew who would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alet, no matter what. Let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Bellower. Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Bellower, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weaknesses. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That is the most insane... He really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I am not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop. So be careful. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Climb higher where it may be easier to remove. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of dredge lined up before the godstone like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dredge do not react. Don't press your luck, head back down. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. You approach the gates of Boersgard again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you are done. Right. We're gonna end this one here. I'll see you next time.